should be okay, I think. Let's chop a bit off. I think I'll just cut it once it's welded. Be easier to hang on to.
Warning: flashing bright lights from welding. People with photosensitivity to light may be affected.
Advertencia de luces brillantes intermitentes de soldadura. Personas con fotosensibilidad a la luz puede verse afectada.
Aviso de luzes brilhantes de soldagem. Pessoas com fotossensibilidade à luz pode ser afetada.
Oh, my leg's giving up. I'll just chop this, I think that'll be me. Right. I don't know if any of you use the thinner grinding discs, the stainless steel ones. They're great for cutting, but they're harder to keep in a straight line. Sometimes the centres spin out them as well. That's the door sort of finished. Still got a couple of bolts. I'll put some more bolts in here. Cut that metal. Tidy up these welds on the outside as well. And there's a couple of holes to patch up. There's one there and one up there. And there's another hole here, but I think that's got metal behind it, so it should be okay. I cleaned the glass just for a laugh. Not too bad. I don't know what this must have been off like the spray off the sea or something. So that's the worst door. Serviceable. And it opens and shuts. Finished the bottom. It's bolted across there, down there, up here. So we'll put a couple more bolts in and straighten that bit out. but it's not bending in the middle now, which is a great advantage. I moved the hoses for the press through the window. Okay, a little bit about starter motors. That is the starter motor off the David Brown. It also fits a Ford Dexter, Dexter Super, Massey Ferguson 35, I'm not sure. There's a few models of the 35 it fits. And you can buy one from Agraline for £119 with the VAT, but it's a 2.1 kilowatt. There's a guy selling one for £130 on eBay, which is a 2.2 kilowatt, but I believe there is a 2.7 kilowatt, and if I can get one of them at a reasonable price, I may try and get one of them, because this thing takes a bit of churning. But what I think's happened to that is the solenoids burnt out the actual motor. I think I found the problem with the David Brown starter motor. The commutator's quite worn. I think that's the word it's called. I'll put some grease in for this to run on. I'll do the same at the other end. Let's try and get it all back together now. I've got a new spring in to replace the broken spring. It's got a keyway in it to show you to line it up. Some grease in there. Now that the springs, I don't know if I recorded that, but there was a broken spring in the back here that holds the brushes in. I have an old Fordson Major starter, which had the same style of spring. Next trick's getting this in. Get a torch for that. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this. One at a time, maybe. Isn't this going to be a so-and-so to do? It doesn't come off at the end, does it? Trying to work out how to hold in 4 brushes. That's as far in as that goes. What a mess. Right, all we need to do now is hold in the 4 brushes till we get it onto the thingamajigger. So, screwdriver. bottom one. Probably. There's a pen at the back of the thing here, but I don't know what it does. Oh yeah, it's got to sit in a certain way. Oh goody, not only have you got to get the brushes in, you've got to get the pen in as well. So, not complicated, you know. Easy. Krypton Factor's got nothing on this. So that's going to end up... Right. Worry about one thing at a time. This is worse than the PTO. Yeah, no PTO, the Flock Cog. Storm out. You might use tie wraps them back, get it on, and then I can just cut them. Yeah, I think that'll work, as long as I can get in to cut them. There's these slots here you can get into. That's two. As Billy Connolly famously said, life's like a can of sardines. There's always that wee bit in the corner, you can't get that. Or in this case, a big bit in the corner, I can't get that. Hold it by the solenoid, it will not slip. everything's awkward. Roughly into place. Might be enough. Be enough now. You've got the force of the spring pushing the brush forward. Right, now we also need to get that to line up. I'll need this pin to line up with the tighten that, I think. No, I'm going to have to tighten up that tie it up some more. I'm in front of my face like that. I need to get out. One of the tie ups has come off, but might manage. This to come back a bit. pin to get in somehow as well. I had a screwdriver in my hand a wee bit ago. It's not it, but make it. Right. Let's see if we can. Let's get the brushes onto the. That's not a lot good, is it? Just wondering how far back we get the actual armature, so it's further towards me. This is Tumble that's in the welding video now. It's grown a bit, 2 years old now. I'll not bore you with any more of me trying to get the starter to go together. What happened was I actually switched it off the recording and jammed a bit of M12 rod against something to stop it moving forward, and mucked about for a good hour to get it to go together. So I did eventually get the starter together and get it on the tractor. So there's a little bit just as I was finishing, but the bit you see is actually me. I'll take it apart again because that pin that's in the back was in the wrong place. So it's just coming up. See the pin, but I don't know what it does. Got the starter motor back in and had it turning over quite well there. Just put some aerostat in. Get it to go. I think some of the terminals could be doing replaced on the solenoid. I might be worth buying a solenoid. Now that it's been started, it should start okay. The spring that was broken was on one of the earth supplies. So, and then discovered that the earth terminal on that starter wasn't even connected. So we've got a new old spring in, and I've got a earth straight onto the starter from the body. Excuse me. So you can get a set of terminals for the solenoid. As a part, I think. I mean, if I can keep getting it started, I'll just leave it just now. It's like one big bill after another. The insurance for the 2 tractors and the Polaris is due at the end of the month. It's only £64 for a tractor, but the Polaris is a bit more. We're lucky to get insurance for it. See what we've got in battery voltage. 13 volts, so that should start it. I actually swapped the batteries round from the Polaris. I took the big battery that was in here and put it in the Polaris. I had a bit of alterations to do. Might come up in the videos. And that's the new battery that was put in the Polaris, but these modern batteries, they don't seem to be as good as the old ones. So what we'll do, that's a good question. I'm going to get back onto this door we've been working on. I've got a bit to put on the starter. There's a collar goes round where the brushes are. I'll get that on. Because I'm in your road, there's no point filming it. Okay, well, we'll bring you back when I'm back on the door. There's a few bits to do in it yet. That's the door sort of finished. Still got a couple of bolts. I'll put some more bolts in here. Cut that metal. Tidy up these wells on the outside as well. And there's a couple of holes to patch up. There's one there and one up there. And there's another hole here, but I think that's got metal behind it, so it should be okay. I cleaned the glass just for a laugh. Not too bad. I don't know what this must have been off like the spray off the sea or something. So that's the worst door. Serviceable. And it opens and shuts. Finish the bottom. It's bolted across there, down there, up here. Let's see, we'll put a couple more bolts in and straighten that bit out. But it's not bending in the middle now, which is a great advantage. I moved the hoses for the press through the window. This GoPro. Battery's at 53% and it said its battery was low. And next time it'll go to 1%, just to keep you on it. Anyway, I've got most of the bits made for the far side. For this bit here. The doors gonna need some sorting, but nothing like what this did. Oh well, it's got the middle bit to go in. That's a big job in itself. So probably do next is get the rest of those bolts in. Just drill and bolt. Saying there's a couple of the weld need touching up. Need to do something with this to flatten it. Probably run some welds across it and grind it flat. There's quite a lot of grinding being done. Anyway, the good news is I can start it now, because you might have seen I found out there was a broken spring in one of the brushes. So there's 2 earths and 2 positives. One of the earths wasn't contacting. So an old starter for the major there, and it used the same springs, so got one out of it. I'll clean up the Bridgeport as well. Whole place is need a really good clean up, but we're grinding this thing, it's making it dirty. Anyway, that's all for the minute. This is me in my old Ferguson P3 conversion, Great Fergie, about 25 years ago. Just for a bit of fun, how many of these 70s rally cars can you identify? These pictures were all taken around 1978, 79 maybe, something like that. My wife appeared with them the other day, so have fun identifying them.